Hey y'all, welcome back to another episode of my podcast, the B Channel Podcast, where my objective is to bless, edify, and encourage others to live their best lives, and where I love to spill the tea on all of the books that are blessing me in my quiet time. Now, before we dive into today's episode, be sure to like and share this episode if it blessed you. And please subscribe to this podcast so you don't miss any future episodes. You can also catch up with me at B Channel 27 on all my socials. I will include my links in the episode description. Now, without further ado, let's get into today's book. It is called Love Life Again, Finding Joy When Life is Hard by Tracy Miles. And let's explore a little bit about her. Tracy Miles is a best-selling author with the internationally known Proverbs 31 Ministries. She is a popular writer and monthly contributing devotion writer for the Proverbs 31 Ministries Encouragement for Today daily devotions, which reach over 4 million per day with God's Word, and which are also featured on Bible Gateway and Crosswalk. Tracy's books include Living Unbroken, Reclaiming Your Life and Your Joy After Divorce, Unsinkable Faith, God-filled strategies for transforming the way you think, feel, and live. Your life still counts. How God uses your past to create a beautiful future. Stress less living. God-centered solutions when you're stretched too thin. And Tracy is also a contributing author to the popular Zondervan NIV Women's Devotional Bible and the Proverbs 31 Encouragement for Today daily devotional book. In addition to writing, Tracy works full-time as the director of compelled training at Proverbs 31, is a book proposal and writing coach, and has 3 grown children and lives in Charlotte, North Carolina. I will get into how you can catch up with her at the end of the episode. But for now, I would like to share more about why I like this book so much. I don't know if you're anything like me, but sometimes you can find yourself in a rut in life, and it just seems like it's hard to find that joy, to find that hope, to want to get out of bed, right? And one of my favorite parts of this book was that she had Love Your Life challenges. And at the end of each chapter, she would discuss ways to love yourself and an action that you can take to love yourself, and maybe an activity that you can do to love yourself. And it's a nice short read. It's not too bad. The chapters are not too bad, and I love that, because the last thing you want to do is read on and on and on, with these really long chapters. And that's one of my favorite things about a lot of authors. They know that you may not have all the time in the world to sit there and read and read and read. And she does a great job of saying what she needs to say in a brief way. And I think that you should read this book if you're somebody who's having a tough time enjoying the life that you have, and it just feels like all the joy has been vacuumed out of your life. This is a great book to read because it's packed with gentle reminders and real life examples on how to love your life again. And it just really was a blessing to read. And sometimes things that people say can seem practical and it can seem like common sense, but sometimes you just need that nudge to say, you know what? I need to be grateful. I need to find contentment. I need to love myself and see myself the way God sees me. And those are some of the things that she touched on in this book. And you can find this book pretty much anywhere where books are sold, especially on Amazon. That's a great place to go to find it. And you can catch up with Tracy on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and she's writing on the Proverbs 31 Ministries daily devotional blog. And she has her own blog at tracymiles.com. So I really hope that this has blessed you and that you got something out of this episode. Hopefully you will go and check out this book and give it a try. And I hope that you're having a great Black History Month so far, and a great month period. I really appreciate you tuning in and taking time to check out this episode. Once again, the name of the book is Love Life Again, Finding Joy When Life is Hard by Tracy Miles. So when you get a chance, if you have a stack of books that you're working on right now, add this to the list, And I have a tip for y'all. Sometimes it's like, it's easy to forget sometimes about books that you want to read. But what I like to do is on Amazon, I will go on there, right? And I will add it as a sample to my Kindle so that when I go to look at the books that I want to read, there is a bunch of samples on there so I can remember as like a way of bookmarking or saving it so I know that that's something that I'm interested in reading. Because otherwise it'll just fade off into the abyss and you'll forget about the fact that you want to read that book. So I just think that that's something that we can do as well. Now, if you don't have a Kindle, you can also start a shopping list on there or a wish list on Amazon. So keep that in mind. All my book readers out there, my bookworms. And I can't wait to get into another book with y'all and spill the tea on why I loved it so much. Peace and blessings. Until next time.